Alright guys, I'm still sick, so gonna do a video on hard baits, crankbaits, stuff like that. This, as you can read it right there, is my crankbait box. This video is just gonna show you like how if you're wanting to stock up on crankbaits, you don't think that you have enough, or you're just starting out and you don't have that many. This video is gonna show you some of the basics that you'll need. I probably have about 50 crankbaits, so yep, got a wide variety of stuff. So first I'll start off with this Rapala. I put them big googly eyes on there with super glue. That's not normally how it comes, but this bait has caught so many big smallmouth, just monster fish. It's just amazing. I think I've caught about 3 smallmouth over 3.5 pounds with this. Probably pushing 4.5. Rapala DT Thugs, they got awesome action. They got a 1-chamber rattle. It sounds pretty awesome. So I got that in 2 different colors. This is Regal Shad. Haven't caught anything off this, but I haven't used it that much. So now this is one of my deeper diving baits. It's a Rapala DT like 15 or something. Fire Tiger color. That's a good bait. But those DT Thug guys, really, if you're thinking about getting a good medium diving crankbait, get some DT Thugs. They're awesome. These are some of my deeper diving baits. This is a 5XD. Not sure how deep this dives. I think it's like 12 feet or something like that. Sexy shad color. You can see all the sparkles in there. It's pretty good. They got a Bomber Model A. This is like a medium shallow to diver. Pretty nice color. I think it's like root beer or something. Cool little bait. And this is my favorite deep diving crankbait. Bomber fat-free shad. I've caught some pretty big fish on this, guys. If you're thinking about getting the Bomber and the Strike King 5XD, they're pretty much the same bait, as you can see there, but the fat-free shad on the bottom there is a little bit skinnier, whereas this one's skinnier at the tail end and fatter up towards the head. I've just caught a lot more fish on this bait. I don't know, it's pretty much the same as the Strike King, just a little bit different body style. So I would recommend getting the fat-free shad. Top water baits. Top water hard baits, you're going to want to get a walking style bait. This is a Head Super Spook Jr. You can get the Sexy Dog from Strike King. All the different companies make walking baits. It's pretty much just side to side action. It just kind of goes like that when you jerk your pole. And this is my favorite topwater bait, as you can see from all the nicks and scratches in it. If I can get it in the light. Really nicked and scratched up. But caught so many fish on this bait. It's unbelievable. But it's just a popper, skitter pop. I like the way that the skitter pop works. It's a lot better than the new one that they came out with, the X Pop. I would recommend getting the skitter pop. These are just some shallow diving shad wraps and a medium diver. These are really good for smallmouth and stuff. You're going to want some jerk baits for the spring. These jerk baits really shine in the spring. As you can see from this one being all nicked up. That one is my favorite color. It's called Yellow Perch. It's really good. Got like 3 of them in there. Or 4 of them. Just get some jerk baits, guys. They're awesome. some square bills. I used to have about 5 of them, but then I got most of them snagged and stuff. That one of the hooks broke off from a pike. KVD 1.0 is probably the best one for up north, a little bit smaller. And you got your bombers. Don't really like the bombers, kind of unrealistic and dumb looking, but you know, it's all in your preference. I have another smaller jointed in my dad's tackle box. This is a bigger size. Don't really catch anything on this bigger size because you can see it's pretty big. But the smaller size, it's probably half this size. Catch a lot of smallmouth on those. And another must-have crankbait is some rattle traps. That right there is the original rattle trap. A lot of people argue between which one works better. The original rattle trap, which is just pretty much right there is the lip of the bait. This is the lip. So instead of having a clear plastic lip that comes out right there, this is essentially the lip of the bait. So the bait is going to sit like this in the water and barely vibrate side to side. So this is a good little bait. This is the junior. Caught a lot of fish on this. Excuse me, I'm really sick. But these are just some KVD red-eye shads. These are probably my favorite, just because they have this little design right there. I don't know if you can see where it looks like it has a fat belly. That allows it to, when you let it sink, it kind of shimmies back and forth on the way down. So, yeah. Otherwise, they're essentially the same. This is probably one of my deeper diving baits. It's a Norman deep little N. Again, just having a nice deep diving crankbait. Nice color pattern on that. These are just some minnow type baits. Original floater, countdown, and then the minnow wrap. Always want to have some minnow imitating baits. Just some dumb spoons. I really don't use spoons at all. I know a lot of people use them for deep water flutter spoons on deep ledges and rock piles, but I don't use them. These are just some trolling baits for walleyes. If you're a walleye fisherman, you're gonna want like a tail dancer or a walleye diver and cotton cordell baits. But yeah, pretty much if you're gonna start out, get some jerk baits, some lipless crankbaits, some top water, a 1 square bill, 2 or 3 deep diving baits, and then a lot of shallow divers, and you'll be fine. So thanks for watching, guys.